Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. And today we are going to be working on storage because I still have tons of stuff everywhere, and before it gets too crazy, like this isn't too crazy yet, but it will get there very quickly. And yeah, I need to get on with some storage, and the first thing I want to get up and running is some storage drawers. Now I have no idea where I'm going to put them yet, but I do know that I don't have everything I need to craft them. So what we're after is the drawer controller, and for these I need redstone comparators, and same recipe as vanilla, we need quartz, and I haven't been to the nether yet, so that's why I've got obsidian and a flint and steel on me. That's where we're going now. We're going to the nether and hopefully it'll be a nice time. Right, so I just got another portal set up down here, so let's get this lit and see what happens. I've got a bit of coal on me because I haven't got a jetpack yet, so hopefully this is nice and easy. Quartz forest though, that's good because I do want to get a few ender pearls, so that will be good. What are these things? I do have a few mods in here, but biomes are plenty. I think I've added some ores as well, so that could be good to get a few easy ores. But biomes plenty does change the nether quite a bit as well, so we'll have a look around, but I just want to get a little bit of stuff. Actually, let's set a marker while we're here so we don't get lost. Just put that in this portal, save that, and then now when we go a little bit away, we can see where that is so we don't get lost. Nice. Right. Am I on a big island at the top over a lake? Because that's not nice. Oh, I just need a little bit of quartz. Not hardly any. This is why I need a jetpack. Right, let's go this way. This looks a little bit more solid this way. Another fortress right there as well. That's interesting. Oh, let's have a look around another fortress. That's always good, isn't it? All right, what we got? Is there a blaze spawner anywhere? Oh, don't still touch yet, so I can't grab them because that would have been good. What is that? That's blood. Can I stand in that? Yeah. This is a little bit disgusting. And is that... Oh, that's iron ore. This is... Yeah, so I just said about the ores that I've added. So probably worth setting up a digital miner in the nether at some point. Piglins sound angry. That's not good, is it? What? Why? What did I do? Right, I'm going to hit him now, and then the rest are going to come after me. Oh, well, I said early gold farm, I suppose. Right, no more friends. I don't know what I did there. Of course, there's quartz. All that. Oh, there's a blaze spawner there as well. I really wish I could have grabbed that, but I don't have still touch, so I can't do it. I need to get cardboard boxes all the way. Oh, this guy, I didn't even see him. That's one hit with a skeleton this is. Nice. Yeah, so one of the things we are going to be able to do later on is move the spawners and just have some crazy setups going with just spawners. But I don't have a way of moving them at the moment. Why are they not spawning? There we go. Right, 5 blaze rods. I think that'll do with me for now. With the skeletons. Enderman. Alright, there's a bit of nether water as well. I'll grab that and some soulstone. And some soul sand. Right, it's actually huge, this place. Okay, we've got our backpack. Just like that. Nice. And I need to use it. Another spawner there. Definitely be having that one as well. Right, now I'm just going to try it and find my way back home. That's another spawn there, isn't it? But I don't think that's going to be a normal one. What is that? I think that's a piglin spawner. Is it? Which is not the worst thing in the world. No. I'll come back for that. Right, so I managed to get ourselves back from the nether, and I'm just crafting up a few things that I'm going to need. Mainly the storage drawers. So the first thing was the comparators. That's what I wanted the quartz for. Standard vanilla recipe for that. But that does allow us to craft... the draw controller. So that's 2 comparators in a diamond and a standard oak drawers, and I don't think I've been through that yet, but the recipe for these is really simple. It's just a chest and 6 planks around it for the single one, and this will hold, I think it's 2048 of one single item. And then I've also crafted up a ton of these as well, and this is one with 4 slots in it, and I think this is basically the same, but it'll split between 4 items, so 512 of each item, and you just put 4 chests in the corner, fill the rest up with planks. So we can connect all these together. Now we've got the draw controller, but I also want to craft up some of the compacting drawers as well. I've only got 2 here because I haven't got a lot of iron. Let's basically just show you how it works. So you can put different things in here. So we'll got a lot of. Let's put some gold in. So we've put the gold in like this. You can see it as nuggets, ingots, and blocks. And the great thing about doing that is, if you have a digital storage system connected to this, you can just take out the ones that you want and it'll update all the numbers of the others as you go. So you don't need to worry about crafting these up if you need blocks or crafting them into ingots. They're just all there stored in all 3 states. And if you do that with all of your ingots like we've got for these, it's going to be very powerful and save a lot of time with your digital storage. Right, I think I'm going to set this up above here, which at the moment is outside, but I think what I want to do is actually build a building up there, and I'm leaning towards doing a factory. I was going to do a house at first, but I think it's going to be a factory now. Right, so up on the surface, I now have another elevator. I've just invested another ender pearl in that, and I've started marking out where these storage drawers are going to go. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess at the minute. Cobblestone's just for markers, we're not going to see that. So I've decided to have the compacting drawers in front of us here, the smaller drawers to the right, and then the bigger drawers to the left. So there's going to be 7 wide along here, 7 along this way, and then I'm going to go 9 wide with the compacting drawers, because I never have enough of those. I always underestimate how many ores there are, especially when you play modded. I do have a few of these, and I've already put something in them. This was just to show that you can do this. If you put things in them, you can break them, and the contents won't go spilling out. It'll just seal them within, and that's the wrong one. And then you can just place them back down and then have access to them. So all I want to do really with these is get them going all the way along here. And if I can do that, I can set up the whole thing. I don't know how high I'm going to go up yet. It's probably going to be about 5, but we'll see. So I think I've got enough to just do the first layer anyway and get it set up. Where am I drawing? Right, let's do these first. That was wrong. I'll get rid of that one in a minute. So we'll just put those there. And then we also need the little ones. Should really just go up here, shouldn't I? So 3 on that side, and then 3 on that side. And now, this draw controller can access anything that is connected to it. But obviously, these aren't connected. And we're going to have a pillar here, I think with deep slate, or one of the create versions of deep slate anyway. So to connect these up with something that isn't used, we need to craft these things called the oak trim. So this is just sticks and planks, nice and cheap. I've got 8 there, so that should be enough. So if I've got a pillar here, I just need to go around the back of it. So if we just go like that, these will be now connected, just like that. So anytime, if we just double click on here, this will put anything that's already in these drawers into there. So I want to lock these, and to do that, I'm going to need a key. Because this is actually the proper storage drawers mod, not the functional storage, which I do also like, but this time I've gone for the old school one with the keys. So let's grab these, and this is a really good way of testing as well, if you've set this up right and if they're all connected. So if we go to the draw key, and right click on that, this is going to lock everything that's connected to it. So if we just look at the others, we should see that little lock symbol at the top of there. So that means that these are all connected, which is great. So I just need to craft up a few more of these to put them on top. But yeah, the compacting drawers might be a bit difficult, because each of these takes 2 pistons and another iron. So that's 3 iron for each of those. So yeah, I don't think I've got enough to do that. So I may need to get my digital miner up and running somewhere else. But let's talk about the block palette for this. So you'll see I already have some blocks in here as well. And that's granite and tough, and this is something that I've just been looking through all the blocks, and I found something in the create blocks that I really like. So what I've done is set my digital miner up and running again. As you can see, I need to stop it now because it is completely full, and I'd already taken those few thousand blocks out as well. We have plenty of tough and granite to be going with. So what I discovered, if we have put my stone cutter down, and let's grab a stack each of these, is that the tough blocks have been added into here, and these are the ones from, that's the ones from create I'm going to use, but the first ones I saw were the ones from Quark, and these look to me very similar to the ones that are in, or going to be added into vanilla 1.21. So I did play with these first, but then I saw the ones from create, and I really like these ones. So let's just get some of these. This is a really cool block. I really like this. So it's quite grey. It's not as blue and green as the other ones that you get in vanilla and in Quark. So I really like this, and I decided to put this next to granite. And again, with create, you can do all this cool stuff. And the one I really liked was the, where is it, the overlay, no, layered granite, that's the one. So let's grab that, and I'm going to use a few of these as well. So this has like a expanded, a connected texture, and I think this looks really cool. So I did come up with these blocks myself first, but then I found a really cool post on the Create Mod website, and that's from a user called Howister84. So I'll put a link to that page in the description. He's got a post on there about an industrial estate built with the Create blocks, and it is really cool. I really like it, and the flooring he's got inside, I'm pretty much going to copy, so that's why I'm going to put a link to that. So it's really cool. But the outside buildings are again going to be with granite like he's done, but they are my own design. So, but it is very similar. So definitely credit where it's due. Right, so let's get a few of these blocks down first. Right, so when I'm building stuff like this, I just like to go for a basic palette at first, and didn't want to do that. Don't do that. Go. Thank you. Yeah, so let's get the rest of these as the polished cut tough. And I'm just going to put these all the way around the edge. I'm going to have a pillar here, and that's going to be deep slate, but it's going to be, again, the Create deep slate. So we'll just go all the way around with these. And then all the way around the edge. And then I'm going to have some granite stairs in between here. And then we're just going to follow this around like this with one wide gap. And then we're going to have a doorway going out that way. So obviously my windmills need to go. But once I get a factory built, I can have these on the top. And that's like a really cool feature. Even though they don't provide as much power as like the other stuff that we can have that's not as pretty, these look really cool. So I can have these set up and use them a little bit. So let's get a bit more granite, get some stairs. And it's the cut granite. That's the one I want. Let's grab those. And I'll have these like, yeah, like that. Just go around the edge, fill all these in, and then we can just fill in the centre bit as well. I may put a different design on that, like we just did by accident there. If you right click on this, you can put any block on it. You can put glowstone or anything like that, but we'll just leave it like that for now. So this is going to be a pretty cool working area, but once I get my A2 system set up, I'm not really going to be in here much. But if this is the main way down into like my area where I do all my crafting, it'd be nice to see this every now and then. But for the moment, I'm definitely going to be using it anyway, so that's why I've put it just above here. Right, so I'm just going to make a little bit of progress with this, and then we can have a look. Okay, so I've got the rest of the flooring, and I think that's looking pretty cool. And I've also got the main interior structure and shape of this done. So obviously got a bit more building to do above, and definitely a lot to do outside, because at the moment, or drop, yeah, well, at the moment, this does look pretty horrendous from outside, so I definitely need to do something pretty on the outside as well, and probably a bit of terraforming over the edge of that cliff. But on the inside, that's what we're worrying about at the minute. I think it's looking pretty good. So I got all the drawers up that I had downstairs, and I've started bringing up some of the materials into the compacting drawers. And I've also placed down the massive amount of small drawers that I've got in there as well. So I just realised I skipped over these keys. So I crafted these off camera and completely forgot to explain them. So the drawer key is the one that we use to lock everything. So I've just done that again with the new ones that I've placed. But we also have the quantify key, and what that does is display the numbers on here. So if we do that, that'll do it on there. But the easiest way to do it is to do it on the drawer controller, and then that'll do it for everything. So the recipe for this, nice and simple, just a little bit of gold and the upgrade template, and then we can use that to craft the quantify key, which is just another one of the drawer keys with a book and quill. So the upgrade templates, very important. You just use a drawer and the sticks, and apart from crafting the keys, these are also used to increase the size of these. So you'll notice in here, some of these have over 2048 blocks in, and that's because if we shift right click on it, we already have a diamond upgrade template in there. So that's just an upgrade template with sticks and diamonds, and you can do these up to emerald level, I believe. So the diamond one does it up to 16 times the normal value, and the emerald does it up to 32. So I think, yeah, that is the biggest one, but no emeralds yet. So we'll get there eventually, but I think for now we've got a decent amount of storage space. So what I really want to do though is get on with these compacting drawers. So that does mean that I'm going to need to move the digital miner. So at the moment it's just down here, and it's just been mining tuff and granite, but I want it to mine iron. So that means moving it a few chunks away. And to do that, I could just run some of these cables all that way, but it'd be much more interesting to do it wirelessly, wouldn't it? And I think the way they're going to do that is through Mechanism. Again, I know I'm going to try and get some new mods fairly soon, but Mechanism is just awesome, especially for stuff like this. So what we want to craft, if we can, this might take a lot of iron as well, but I want to craft the quantum entangle porter, and as you can see, this is very expensive. So it's the refined obsidian ingots, which should be okay. The ultimate control circuit, which is just the final version of the control circuits, which is just crafting up a few things, but probably going to need a lot of iron for that as well. We need a lot of the alloys anyway. I don't even know if I have any. Have I not got any? Alright, I might need a lot of iron to do this, so yeah, this might not be a good option, but we'll give it a go. And then we also need the teleportation core, which is again atomic alloy, but the rest of it, all vanilla, very doable. Gonna need tons of atomic alloy, aren't we? Which, I'm not too worried about the diamonds and the obsidian, it's just the iron to get the basic alloy. How much have we got? I've already taken it. See, I'm upstairs already, so what have we got? Where's my iron? We have 126 iron altogether. That is pretty terrible. I don't know if that's enough. You know, I'm going to do it. So I've got my infusing factory. I've got a ton of redstone in there. So I'm just going to put 62 iron into there. Get all that into infused alloy. I'm probably going to need another infusing factory as well, though, because I've got tons of redstone in here. And I don't really want to use it all. So actually, we may just be able to take it all out if we have enough osmium. Let's get a couple of stacks of osmium. And then once that iron's done, we can stick the osmium in there and get rid of all that. That's a lot though, isn't it? It might do it. And then do I have any infused diamond anywhere? Probably not. So now I haven't taken the diamond yet. I need to get organised soon. Enrichment factory. Let's just put those in there. Right, is this going to do it? Probably not. Maybe a little bit more osmium. Because I'm going to need these anyway. Okay, so those are all done. Do it. Let's put one of those in there. I don't know how much of this I'm going to need. I do already have some enriched obsidian, so that's good. I'll take the dust as well, just in case. So let's just do those. That's giving me 4. So yeah, I'm going to need... Yeah, let's just do all of that. Okay, and then let's just craft up the control circuits first, just so I don't run out of everything. So I want 2 ultimate control circuits. So first we need to craft these. No, don't. Let's craft these first. And it is just 2, isn't it? It's the alloys that I need multiples of. So if I just do 2 of these, and then I want to craft that into these, and then finally into the atomic one, but I haven't got the alloys yet, have I? Yeah, so I need to do these alloys first. Right, that's alright. I think this might be easier than I thought. So now let's get some more of that in there. I've got a few alloys anyway, but let's just get a couple more. Alright, and then if we put the enriched obsidian in there, and the alloys. Oh, is that all they get? Alright, and I'm going to need some more of that then. So let's put that in there, and the obsidian dust. I'll give us the refined obsidian dust. Put that in the enriching factory. And that should be plenty, shouldn't it? So you in there? No. Oh. Right, let's just use that up with these. Put half that in for now. And stick those in. Right, is that enough? Let's give that a go. So we need 2 of those. Is that the first time I've done that, really? Okay, so let's get the teleportation core done. And then we just need the refined obsidian ingots. And I used all of that obsidian, didn't I? Right, so have I got any more obsidian? That would be helpful. Can I turn that? I don't... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I got a bit. I'll do. Right, so we'll put that into the enriching factory. Take that, and then we just need... Put that in there. You and you. Now, if I just put those into there, that should be what I need. That's really slow. I haven't upgraded that yet, have I? Osmium going there. Oh, when you're so used to these machines going really fast, this is annoying. Right, so I just need 4 of these. Oh, everyone's probably shouting at me now, aren't they? Because I actually need to do 2 of these. Anyway, I have enough for 1. So, let's do that. And then we now have the quantum entangle porter. Now, if you don't know what this is a very cool item from Mechanism, and it allows you to wirelessly transfer everything that you can in Mechanism. So that means power, items, fluids, gases, and heat as well, I think. So what you need to do is put one down, and then put another one down somewhere, and then you can connect them on a frequency that you set, and you can send anything through them. So we can send power through it to a digital miner, and then all the items back from it into here as well. But I need to craft another one, so I won't put you through that again. I'll get this done, and then we can get it set up. Okay, so a short time later, and I now have 2 quantum entangle porters, and I've also gone ahead and crafted up the highest tier of the logistical transporters, and also the universal cables. So first things first, we'll do everything at the base. So I'm just going to put a logistical transporter down here, and then we want the power going into this. But first we should set the frequency. So I'm just going to call it end of that, tick that, and that is now set to this frequency. So first up, we can wire up the power just into the top like that, and we've already got this set to output, but let's just check it anyway. Yep. And then we want this on the top as input on the energy. So yeah, that's on energy. So that's done. Right. I also forgot I need a chest. So let's just grab a chest. That's not going to be enough, so I need to upgrade that. So let's have 8 more iron. Actually, no, I've already got a upgrade somewhere. There it is. Right, so let's craft an iron chest. We'll just go with the gold one for now. I'll do the damn one in a minute. And if I just put that there, that should work. So if we go into the config again, and this time on items, I want the front to be output and eject on. So that is this end set up. That should be it. So the power is going into there, and then we should be able to see that. Actually, let's just put it down, make sure it's working. So we'll set the frequency again to end of that, and then you can also see the power into that one, and it's not connected to anything. Right. So if we take this, and I've already got the digital miner on me, we should be able to get this up and running. Right, so I've just come a short distance away and cleared out a little bit of space. So if we put the digital miner down, and then we can just put the other quantum entangle porter down, and from here, we've already got this set, so we now need to change this to energy and make sure the front is output, and then we can turn that eject on. Now, if we do that, is there any power in here? There is, but if we start it up, so that's still on the old filter for granite and tough, so we're going to turn those off, and also the tough. So I think I have got one for just iron. Yeah, just iron ore. So if we start that up now, there's 1800 iron ore that's going to mine. That is brilliant. Now, ideally, I could do this with Silk Touch, and then if I've got Fortune, I get a lot more out of this. Right, that's probably going to use a lot more power, but I don't mind. I should be alright. I should be transferring enough, and I should be generating enough as well. Although that is going down quite fast, isn't it? Right, you know what? Let's turn that off. Right, and that's going back up now. So maybe the power generation isn't quite good enough for the Silk Touch, or it may be the cables. Actually, let's see how much that. Turn that back on. How much is that using? Right, that's using 120,000 per tick. I know the energy cube can't transfer that much, so it's probably that. If I upgrade to the next one though, it might be enough. But let's just turn it off for now, and we'll just go with the normal stuff. So from here, we can now send items into this. If we just put our logistical transporters on the back, like that, and I think that is already going. That's crazy. More items, and that one is an input, and you see everything has already gone out of there. So the only thing I'm going to do now is if we go into here where we claim chunks, if I turn this one on, and I think we can go to out as well, let's do that. And if I also shift click on them as well, this will force load these chunks. Now I'm close enough to this most time anyway that I probably don't need to do this, but this will keep these chunks loaded even if I go really far away, and then this will just keep doing its thing. So once this is done, I can come back and get it to mine everything else, but for now I'm just going to let it do the iron. We've got another 1500 to go, so that should now all be in the chest in our base. So let's get back there and see if it's working. Right, so let's have a look, and yes, we already have a ton of iron in there. That is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to grab all of that, and then we can get this processed up into iron ingots, and we can definitely get those compacting drawers done now. So stick all that in there, that'll be enriched, so we'll get a little bit more, and that's already cooking up. Nice. Okay, so that's 2 stacks already, so we should be able to do a few pistons now. There's 1 stack, and there's 2. So that is enough to do a full stack of the compacting drawers. Now I don't think I need that many, but if we just grab a bit more iron, and we also need stone for this, don't we? So let's grab a bit of that, and I really need to put a crafting table in here somewhere. Oh, let's just go back down here, and I also need the other drawers. Though I've only got 23 there, but that'll do. Let's go with that. I think we should be somewhere near with that. So I need 35, so I just need to craft another 12. Okay, that's 35. So if I've worked that out right, that should be exactly enough to finish this off. So let's give it a go. I hope this is right. I'm sure it will be. I'll never get things wrong. And it looks like I've done it. Well, first time for everything, I got something right. Nice. Okay, so if I take my trusty keys, I can now do that. And same for those. So those are all now locked, which is great news. Actually, I've turned that off, haven't I? Right, they're all in. So now it's time for me to get some building done. Okay, so there it is. We have our storage building, storage bunker, shall we call it? Yeah, let's go with that. Storage bunker done. And I'm very happy with how this has gone. It looks great this side anyway, but towards the back we still have a bit of work to do. But we just won't look at that. That's fine. So in here, this is going to be pretty much all of my storage. But once we get the AE2 system hooked up, we can just wire it into this. And that'll make things much easier. But for now, at least I can see everything that I've got. I do have a few diamond chests up here, and I'm going to move everything up into there, just so we don't have anything down here. It's just a place to put all this stuff, because I have a few bits in here. And you'll see I have done a few other things, but before we have a look at that, this thing has emptied out now. So we had the digital miner up and running, and I did move it, so I did run it twice. I just had it running iron in the first one, and then when I moved it, I got it to finish off the iron, and then I changed the filter so it mined everything, and I've got an absolute ton of stuff now. I've had this up and running. My power did run out at one point, so I had to go harvest some wheat. So I definitely need to get this automated so we have something in here for the biofuel. But it's done the job. So I did end up with an absolute ton of iron. That's what I was struggling for, but I ended up with about 4,000. I've used quite a bit of it now. Look, 349 diamonds as well. Not bad. So I did use quite a bit of the iron, as you see in here. I've made quite a few of the infused alloys and a ton of steel as well. So I did this because I wanted the steel casing for some more machines. So I've put 3 more infusing factories up here. So I can have one for each one, so I don't have to use it all up before I want to do something else. So I can have one for the diamond, maybe 2 for the redstone actually, 1 for diamond and 1 for obsidian. And I also added in another smelting factory because this was processing the ores all of the time. I've got all that moved as well, but this was full completely quite a few times. So I've got an absolute ton of stuff. Just have a look up here. Yeah, look at all that copper. 8,500 copper, tons of tin, osmium, lead, got absolutely loads of everything. Redstone's doing great. So yeah, I think we'll set up now. We can get into some bigger stuff and maybe do a bit of mystical agriculture as well. We've got the inferium and the prosperity shards in there as well. This is a bit pathetic. We need to sort this out. But I think next time I'm going to try and get the AE2 system set up, and that'll probably be down here in this spot. From outside, I think this is looking really good, and I definitely want to expand this. I want to go that way a bit and have a few more buildings, all like the productive stuff I want to put up here. So make like a big factory complex, maybe not just one big building, but I have a few buildings. And yeah, I think that could be really good. And maybe have some stuff along the river as well. Could have like the water wheels and all that kind of thing. And just try and use some create stuff. Maybe more cosmetic than anything, but you never know. I might actually get into create and actually like it. But I think that's it. I think that's everything I've done. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And please remember to leave a like if you haven't already. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.